Good day to Doctor and all our fellow classmates. We are from Group 6. We present about the issues of coaching and performance management. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce our group member. Our group consists of 6 members. First is me, Fang Qi. The next one, Shahira, Shazwin, Ansharima, Felicia, and the last one, Shazana. So before we go deeper into the issues that we will discuss later, let me introduce about the term coaching first. First of all, there are different perspectives about this term from different authors, so I will introduce it one by one. First, foreigners define the term coaching as is a real-time and face-to-face meeting, and its purpose is to stop performing the unwanted behavior and change to behave in a desirable way. Next, Kirkpatrick and Zemke define coaching as the process is actually similar to the process by an athlete coaches, and it possesses the characteristic of credibility, loyalty, and integrity. The third authors, who are Koi, Senhe, and Kinlo, they define coaching as is actually a self-discovery process and leads to a continuous development. Therefore, it will create a positive mindset towards the challenges. Lastly, the authors of our textbook, who are Werner and Disminon, they define coaching as it helps the employees to recognize their own responsibility. Therefore, it helps to improve and even maintain the admirable achievement and help the organization to achieve their mission and vision. So now let me introduce the second term in our topic, which is performance management. Performance management will concentrate more on continuing performance development and advancement. Therefore, it focuses more on informal assessment and evaluation and highlights more on employees' value and their participation in the organization. In a nutshell, performance management is highly related to coaching process, and I will pass my presentation to the next speaker to talk more about the issues on our topic.
Poor coaching activities will badly affect the practice of human resource development. This is because the coaching activities helps in improving the employee's performance as it will train them to have a better interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills are the traits or behavior that someone may rely on when they interact and communicate with other people, especially with their clients. Interpersonal skills are also known as social skills. This will indirectly help the human resource to easily conduct an effective programs for the developing talent and future leaderships of their employee. The example of interpersonal skills are listening skills and decision-making skills. Other than that, this action will indirectly improving the employee engagement in the organizations, which will improve most of the human resource activities. Employee engagement is the situation where the employees feel passionate about their job and are always committed to the organizations. For example, the employees will put lots of effort into getting their job done on time and to give their best result. All these skills will help the employee to become a better employee that will contribute to the success of the organizations and improve the human resource activities. All these explanations shows that coaching activities are highly related to the performance management. If the organizations conduct a poor coaching activities, it will also reduce the performance management in the organization and will reduce the effectiveness of human resource activities. Performance management is the process of ensuring that a set of activities and outputs meets the organization's goals. Thus, it is very important for the organizations or human resource to pay extra attention to their coaching activities in order to have a better interpersonal skills among employees and to have a better employee engagement in the organizations. Poor coaching activities will reduce the employee engagement in the organizations and their understanding toward their works. This will badly impact the effectiveness of the human resource activities. Employee engagement is one of the most critical factors in any organization and also in the human resource department. This is because employees contribute a lot in the organization's performance. This will help the human resource to create an effective program to improve the quality of their work environment. This is because a better work environment and a better work culture will improve their understanding towards each other and improve the cooperation between them. This action will also increase the employee and human resource productivity. For example, human resource department can easily planning, organizing, and managing their department activities and setting the mission and goals that should be achieved in the future. For example, conducting a motivational programs for the employee to improve their abilities. Last but not least, a better employee engagement will also help in build a better work and customer relationships, which will give the employee a spirit to work harder, as their concern will positively impact the customer's emotion. This will improve the number of loyal customers for the organization. This will help the human resource to develop their employees' talent and create a future leadership. The lack coaching exhibiting poor interpersonal skills among employees and will cause an ineffectiveness communication in performance management. We will continue this presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Ansharima and I will be presenting about the impact of this issue. If this issue is not resolved, it will have little impact on employee engagement. As can be seen, the first effect is that employees will be disengaged from their tasks. Instead of approaching other senior staff, they will feel compelled to slack off and do nothing. They may believe that the company is to blame for their lack of enthusiasm and laziness, because the company does not provide adequate training for their job. The next step is for employees to work hard in order to realize the organization's objective and vision. They take the initiative by refusing to work in order for the organization to concede on their terms, such as raising their salary, reducing their working hours, and addressing any other issues. They may cause a state of stagnation in the workplace, which will impede the company's performance. Number 3, it has the potential to have a negative influence, namely aberrant workplace behavior. When there is no coaching regarding attitudes and ethics in the workplace, low employee engagement can lead to theft, fraud, sabotage, and sexual harassment. Organizations may face an economic threat as a result of these activities. The saddest thing is that this was due to workers' willingness to threaten the company. The supervisor finally acknowledged their role as a coach at this point. This will result in the strong cooperation between HR and employees in achieving the organization's objectives. Otherwise, miscommunication will be a major issue between them.
After this, I'm going to talk about the first recommendation of our issue, which the supervisor can carry out a coaching discussion with the employees. Basically, coaching discussion is a face-to-face communication which helps to solve problems and even increase the employees' engagement. There are two approaches here, named as Kinlaw 3-stage approach and Farney's approach. The first one, Kinlaw's 3-stage approach, is similar to its name. It consists of 3 steps. The first step, supervisor should confirm the employee about there is a performance problem. And next, the supervisor can use the employee's reaction to find out possible causes and solutions. In the last step, supervisor should agree with the employee about there is a possible solution for their problem. Next, for another approach, which is Farney's approach, it consists of 5 steps. The first step, the supervisor should agree with the employees about there is a problem exists, and a discussion will be carried out between them to discuss about an alternative solution for the problem. In the third step, the employees and the supervisor will agree on there is an action that needs to be taken about the problem, and the supervisor needs to follow up to measure the performance of the employee. Finally, if there is an achievement, so the supervisor needs to recognize it to the employee. In a nutshell, Kinlaw 3-stage approach will concentrate more on emotional aspects. It helps to give a guidance to the supervisor on how to deal with employees' emotion and resistance. Whereas the Farney's approach will emphasize more on rational parts. Farney's define that employee unwillingness might either be the result of the supervisor is doing an insufficient job of analyzing a performance problem, or the employee himself is engaging in a self-destructive behavior. So now I'm going to talk about the second recommendation of our issue, which the supervisor need to change their mindset of being as a controller. Stop for a while. You as a student, can you imagine if your group leader or your lecturer is trying to control you and they are not trying to teach you or guide you? How would you feel? Would you feel stressed or would you feel happy because there is someone trying to control you? Basically, everyone will feel stressed and feel that they are not respected by others. So this feeling will be same to the employees as well. Therefore, the supervisors need to change their mindset. That should be a coacher and not a controller. Supervisors need to know that their job is not only to pass down the orders to the employees, because it will let the employees feel that they are not as a part in the organization. In another way, supervisors need to pay attention to or reward the employees when there's an excellent result by the employees. It can help to build a partnership with the employees and help the employees to have a better understanding about the job scope. Therefore, the employees will feel they are being respected and it will increase their engagement and understanding about the job.
Hi, my name is Nurisha Zibiti Samsudin. I will continue the presentation by presenting the significance of a second issue, which is lack of coaching is habit, poor interpersonal skill, execute ineffective communication in performance management. Interpersonal communication skill is not just verbal communication, which focus on what we say. It also non-verbal communication that include our tone of voice, our body language that express our thoughts and emotion, our expression, and our behavior that affect others. HR managers must include coaching to improve their employee interpersonal skill, to maintain good interpersonal interaction, and to ensure the efficiency the performance management system in human resource. Besides, if the interpersonal skill that the employee possesses are weak, employee may find it hard to understand what is purpose of human resource intervention. Furthermore, good interpersonal skill can develop the quality of work environment and lead to increase the employee performance. Some studies show significant relationship between interpersonal communication and employee performance. The better interpersonal communication, the higher employee performance, and vice versa. So, this is show that the interpersonal communication can influence the employee performance, the role of interpersonal communication in HRD practices. Other than that, essential communication skill may also boost productivity when an individual has confidence in handling problems. When employee has good interpersonal communication skill, they also can solve their problem by seeking their CO workers' opinion without fear of being judged. This consequently enhances the productivity and promote trust among CO workers who can achieve the objective of performance management.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Felicia Leong. There are several impacts that I believe are caused by interpersonal skills. The first impact of low interpersonal skills is miscommunications. Because when the coach and employee communicate ineffectively, they might misunderstand each other's intentions. Thus, there is a high possibility to reduce their understanding towards their work tasks and be unmotivated in their work, and hence, this might hinder their improvement in their work performance. Next, they might also miss out on opportunities. Why? This is because if the coach has low interpersonal skills, they will have a hard time exchanging their ideas and information correctly, such as promotions and programs. Consequently, the employees will stay in their comfort zone and hide their work potential, which causes them to neglect their ambition and career goals. Having low interpersonal skills may also cause low work performance. This is because if the coach fails to communicate positively and emphasizes only on the negative side, The employee might feel that their work is meaningless and become low-spirited. Thus, it will definitely decrease their work quality. Finally, the employees might have insufficient information and knowledge if the interactions between the coach and employees are not effective enough. Therefore, they might feel as though they are not good enough and become uninspired to collaborate in that organization. So, if the coach's interpersonal skills are lacking, this might also cause low confidence in the employee.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Shazana Mustafa and I will continue this presentation on the recommendation of interpersonal skill. So we know that ineffective coaching result in employees displaying poor interpersonal skill. So there are two recommendations that can help to solve this problem. Firstly, human resource development can arrange program and intervention on emphasizing interpersonal skills such as communication, emotional intelligence, and teamwork. The reason is that the interpersonal skills for employees are essential to an organization success. So insufficient interpersonal skill among employees will adversely affect on employee behavior, safety, productivity, engagement, and withdrawal. So the interpersonal communication is one of the branches of the interpersonal skill that employees use at work. Understanding, emotion, and maintaining social skill are two benefits of interpersonal communication. So based on DNA's 2019, verbal communication is essential to rely on the understanding of the difficulty of gaining new business due to the competitive nature of the industry. So the increased interpersonal skill program will indirectly help improve interpersonal skill among the employees and increase the organizational success. So another recommendation is the coach should teach the employees on how to practice the interpersonal skills. This is because the emotional behavior will interrupt a person from giving the appropriate response. A lack of emotional intelligence can cause individuals to feel disoriented, perplexed, and even annoyed by the irrational, that seemingly stupid way others react to the personal encounters. So the poor communication skills such as emotional intelligence and poor communication can negatively affect on the success. And some organizations implement work rules to address the issue when negative emotional behavior occurs at work. Even if someone is irritated or having a difficulties, their emotions should not inhibit their ability to work with clients. Therefore, they can use the practical methods like group projects, team building days, and a volunteer program in coaching. The employees and organization can also benefit from the existence of activities like this in developing the interpersonal communication that positively influence the success of their organization. By altering the emotional behavior, one can better understand other people's viewpoints. That's all for me. Thank you.
So, to sum up, I would like to give an overall conclusion for the issues of coaching and performance management. To resolve poor employee engagement, it is important to have a proper in-person conversation using practical approaches. It will certainly serve as a guidance to build good relationships among employees and eventually increase employee engagement in HR practices. Also, to build good interpersonal skills among employees, coaches should take part in programs and intervention in order to improve teamwork and collaboration in the organization. Thus, it will certainly produce good quality in HR practices and eventually become the key of effective performance management. So that is all from us, Group 6. Thank you.